And like I said, then we had a one-bay operation, and just myself wearing all the hats. We're now at 31 employees, 3 locations, and we have massive growth plans going forward and into the future. And if it was not for this group, we would certainly not be where we are today.
The support of the group in solving problems as they come, whether it be a employee issue, whether it be a sales issue, whether it be making a decision about a second location or expanding your location, or expanding a new product line. Maybe you're going to take on a different car line that you never did before. That kind of support for you, and you'll learn from just listening to your peers and listening to your coach. I know my numbers. I know the health of my business. I'm not guessing anymore.
But when I came into the group, I was doing decent, I thought, and looking back, not bad. We were about $1.7 million 8-bay shop, and after joining, within I think the first full year I was in the group, we jumped over 200,000 in sales, and since then we've gone all the way up to 2.7 million last year, and we're on track to do a little over 3 million this year.
I always wanted to be able to pay my technicians more, and I was just limited what I was capable to do. So now I made more money, my technicians made more money, and it really wasn't more stressful because we were operating in a better way. Yeah, it's pretty easy to see if you look at our numbers and just our operation, the impact that the groups have had on our business.
Imagine having a team that's always in your corner. A team that's already faced a lot of the challenges that you're currently facing. A team built on experience, sharing proven strategies to improve your business while providing a support system as you hit each and every new milestone. That's where the Gear Performance Groups comes in. A new look on the traditional Automotive 20s groups, the culmination of Arlo Training's history and the Institute's innovation. GPG is built to help members improve their businesses on the merits of courage, adaptability, and teamwork. Hallmark of any good leader. It's the most comprehensive and effective group program in the industry, focusing on real financial and performance data while providing ongoing relevant education and a growing community of like-minded shop owners who get to meet regularly. They share their knowledge, their experience, and most importantly, their support. But don't take my word for it. Take the word of actual group members who have seen their profits and strategies improve within the groups.
Honestly, within a span of probably about 18 months, I had, I believe, about 2 or 3 technicians. I had at least one service advisor, it was like, wow, and I can now actually really just start to take some time off. And actually, it got to a point where I was just a glorified shuttle driver, and I was really at a point where it's like, I don't even need to be here. With the drive that I have, I'm looking at this and like, well, is this my ceiling? And I really haven't found my ceiling, and that's why I decided to go to the multi-ownership level. But there's nothing wrong at all to just building one great location, getting it to run on its own, and then enjoying time. Enjoying that time on the beach and not being in the business at all. You're just working on, and you get to really get your life back.
The Gear Performance Group now for 5 years. We came into the group at around 800,000 in sales. And at that point, we were kind of like, okay, what's going to be next? So through that, the group has grown us from a $800,000 3-bay shop to a $1.5 million 6-bay shop. And we came in with an average repair order of about, I think, 267. And we average about 560 to 600 now per RO. So a lot of improvements there in both sales numbers and sales quality.
We joined early 2019, and that first year of getting things figured out, we did about 1.5% net profit on just under 700,000. Fast forward 3 years later, we did 1.325, so 1,325,000, and we did that with just under 13% net profit. And this year we're up another 50%. So far in the year, we're projecting to be just over 1.5 million, and trying to get that target of 20% net.
When you look at what you should be spending in marketing or training, or some of those areas, a lot of people don't know, or they don't know what the benchmark would be for that. I would say that there's some responsibility on the Institute to say, hey, the industry average that you should be spending in these areas is that. I know a lot of people don't, but when you are a little bit scared maybe of what you're going to spend, the reward makes it just blows it away. If you knew that you could, spend $1,000 or so a month belonging to the group, and that over a year or two you're going to turn around and grow by $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in sales for a shop that's still maturing, that's simple math.
I mean, it's not rocket science. Like, the stuff, when we have our group meetings and things, it's not that they're bringing up a bunch of things that we don't know. They're helping us identify the one or two things that we can do that are going to make the biggest impact, and then giving us the support to make those one or two changes. And then, you repeat that same cycle and your business changes really quick.
And they always say too, when you're a business owner, a lot of times you're a CEO, it's lonely at the top, right? And what's great is being part of the group, you have all these lonely individuals now coming together as a group, and again, can share with each other what works, what doesn't work. But also, again, as part of the process, not only are we responsible for uploading our financials, but we do at every in-person meeting, with an actionizer, we make sure that we're stating what our quarterly, goals are for the business and personally, right? It's just as important. And so then when we meet at the next meeting, we go over what those items are, and hey, did you do it or did you not, right? And if not, why?
Going to the meetings, there's nothing better than getting together face to face with a big group of shop owners, and John is amazing as a facilitator, and he really helps stimulate us to put some content into the room when we're doing that, to learn and better ourselves.
When we joined the group, a lot of that coaching came in. We learned how to market, we learned who to market to, and we began to draw the type of customer that we really wanted in the first place. And we quit worrying too much about the customers that we really didn't need. Not to be harsh, but there's things you guys taught us that really helped us to excel. And through the years, HR has grown. I've learned how to handle my employees. I've learned how to treat them well, and make sure they're appreciated. I've learned to lead them. You've taught me leadership skills that I didn't have before. And it's just been a freeing experience for me, as well as for personal time. I'm not there all the time now. I actually have some freedom to get away and enjoy time with family, to do things fun that I want to do, and get away from meetings to learn more things. It's very exciting to be able to go to a new shop meeting and learn different things to bring back to make our business better.
I was invited by another group member, Brian Bates. We had a fantastic time. I was very impressed with John Waffler and some of the speakers and informational stuff they had put together. The networking was awesome with all these other shop owners, sharing secrets and stories and experiences.
Being in the group, that I think is probably one of its strongest suits, is the accountability aspect of it, right? We have to be uploading our monthly financials on a monthly basis, and there's a time and a deadline. If you don't, everyone else in the group knows that you didn't do it, right? And so you don't want to look like the bad guy or the guy that's not participating. So full participation is honestly really a requirement, which is great. Again, by holding everyone accountable.
The group is a very even split from a coach that has seen a lot of different shops and has really, really, really good counsel, and then just the and also that accountability element. I need the accountability. So I need a date to get reporting done so that I can know that my numbers are right. So for me, the coach gives me good guidance and gives me accountability. And then the other group members also give that accountability. And then, if I'm struggling with something, I don't have to come up with the solutions on my own. I know I can call 2 or 3 other shops that have experienced something simple. They might give me a process, an SOP or something like that I might spend 3 weeks trying to write. They'll give me theirs. I can make some tweaks and get it implemented in a couple days. Being able to have someone tell you the hard things and then make those changes and then just see things soar from there has been great.
Developing personal relationships with people in the group. So they're my friends now. And even though we sometimes hold each other accountable and we're, a little stern, you need a little sternness occasionally because sometimes you're a little stubborn and you need to be pushed along. But we enjoy time together. We enjoy fellowship. We enjoy helping each other solve problems. And a lot of times it's just a phone call. Maybe it's in between our composite reviews. It's in between our office meetings. It's time to troubleshoot a pressing issue that happened that day. Maybe something happened with an employee, or you're trying to figure out how to do payroll, or it's just you love helping them. You love answering those questions. I know, and I want to elevate them to be better shop owners, because if the whole area gets elevated in service, then we're all better. And there's plenty of cars out there. So it's not like you need to be the only best shop. Every time you elevate a shop that's around you, you elevate the whole industry.
They're not alone. That's only 4 members out of our entire community that are doing the work and seeing the same success in their businesses. Like Ryan said, it's not rocket science. It's hard work for sure. It's making the right choices, taking the right actions consistently over and over, but that's where these groups shine. Members come to meetings. They pick 1 or 2 critical areas to focus on. They can get valuable feedback and suggestions from the other members, who will then support them and check in on them and hold them accountable until the next meeting. If you're looking for a support system that can help you improve your profits, your business strategies, and your life as a whole, the Gear Performance Groups are what you've been waiting for. We can't promise that it'll be easy, but we can promise that it'll be worth it.
Most business owners are not good at extracting themselves from the chaos of their world, and so they just keep repeating the same stuff. And I think there's some wisdom in stepping away, getting some perspective, looking at the 30,000 foot view of your business, and then you add that to a bunch of people with good advice, and makes a good outcome.
If you're a shop owner and you really have no idea where your business is at, what your potential is, and you're always doubting what your next decision is, you should really get into Gear Performance, because you're going to know what you need to know to make your shop better. You're going to know what you need to know to give your shop more training, more guidance, make good business decisions. And then not only that, from a personal perspective, you'll have more time, more personal time, more free time, more time not to think about your business all the time. Think about your family or whatever leisure thing you enjoy. That's what you'll gain from the Gear Performance Groups.
I'm speaking to any business owner that's out there that literally are holding their last chips in their hand to take the leap of faith, and investing in a group such as that, because you're not alone, and you need to be surrounded by others that are in the exact same situation that you're in, because it's only going to create an opportunity for you to grow and understand. We all as a group understand the challenges that we face day in, day out, with customers, employees, and it runs the gamut. There's no reason why you need to be a trailblazer and try to forge your own trail. The trail's been set, and being part of a group exposes you to not only amazing operators and leaders, but also the processes, the finances, holding each other accountable. Like, all those things are foundational to it. So if you have the gumption and the drive to have gotten to where you are today, apply that same intentionality into a group process will be the best investment we could ever make.
Visit our website and schedule a meeting with our business analyst today and get started on your journey to a better business, better life, and better industry.